up, Wedding Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's review is going to be for Samurai Jack Season 5, Episode 5, titled XCVI, aka 96. And last episode of Samurai Jack, we had a really good episode. It was like a journey with Ashi and Jack and how they are developing their relationship. And we see that at the end of it, with the symbolism of the ladybug, it basically symbolized how, Jack wasn't evil and what Ashi learned was a complete lie. So I can't wait to see what the season does with this relationship. Maybe they'll have even little babies, samurai babies. Anyway, let's get to this week's review of Samurai Jack. So this episode starts off with all these different armies from around the world gathering in front of Aku's palace, and then we see a familiar face. We see the Scotsman! Yes! I love the Scotsman. I love it. And he's in a wheelchair and he has a sword, and he's telling his daughter she's dressing like a slut. Oh my fucking god, I love this Scotsman. I love him. And I love that all the women there basically call him dad. I guess that's all his children. If that's true, then damn, the Scotsman's been getting fucking busy. That man is a pimp. He's as much of a pimp as Aku is. I love how the Scotsman is like, now we charge, and he's like getting pushed by one of his daughters in the wheelchair. He's leading the charge against Aku, and he's getting pushed in his wheelchair by his daughter. And she goes, ah. Well, all the other armies are just in their badass weapons. I just fucking love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Dude, how Aku opens this window, or like just to open like a window kind of thing to the outside to see what's going on is fucking badass. He just like takes a zipper and just unzips his wall, which is pretty goddamn cool. Or I should say, it's probably a dimension or something for all I know. Like before that, Aku's like, someone just stop this goddamn noise already. Like, this is annoying as fuck. And his servant's like, well, master, we're kind of under attack. And he's like, really? And then he pulls down the zipper to see the outside. Fucking love it. So Aku is just like, you know what? Maybe I should just go annihilate these motherfuckers. It will get me out of my little funk that I'm going in. And then we see the cuts to, and the way he said Malays was just fucking cool. I love this voice actor for Aku. He is good. He's not as good as the original, rest in peace, but he's good. And then we see the Scotsman has like his machine gun on one of his legs, which is fucking cool. And he's shooting up at the building. And then Aku jumps out of the castle, and he turns it, and he uses a rollout attack, and it is super effective. And then the Scots is like, after he sees the rollout attack basically destroy part of the army, the Scotsman's like, this was a bad idea. Go, you got to go, girls. Leave. Get the fuck out of here. This is not a good idea for you to be here. And the daughters are like, what? But Dad, we want to be with you, and we want to fight. We want to fight this motherfucker. The daughters finally are just like, okay, we're running, and the amazing Scotsman says, I will stall him while you escape. And I'm just like thinking, oh god. At this point of the episode, I was like thinking, oh god, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. Oh no, not the Scot. Not the Scot. I love the Scotsman. I fucking love him. Like, his speech, he says to Aku, he says, you're just a wee scared baby, because the samurai is out there inspiring the world to come revolt against you. And I fucking love that he said that. I just, oh my god. It's really getting me hyped when he said that shit. And first of all, he's throwing major shade at Aku, and Aku is not gonna have it. Second of all, it goes just, I hope we get to see, like, when I was watching this part of the episode, I was thinking, oh my god, are we going to see more characters from past seasons of Samurai Jack? If we are, holy fucking shit. But damn, Scotsman has balls, man. He has balls to say that shit to Aku. I fucking loved it. I loved every second of that. And right before the Scotsman gets annihilated, he says, you're just a big baby. Why don't you cry to your mama? then Aku's like, fuck you, and just uses his eye lasers. And I was like, no, not the Scot. Leave him alone. Leave the Scotsman alone. But he had it coming. I'm sorry, Scotsman. I love you, but you had that shit coming. Dude, Aku isn't taking any shit from you. All that's left of the Scotsman is a broken sword. And his body completely disintegrated like it should under Aku's eye lasers. And two of the daughters see behind her like, no, not Da, no. I want to know what you guys think of this. If the Scotsman didn't bring up the samurai, do you think he actually might have not been disintegrated? Because Aku's like, he had to bring up the samurai and just left. But this scene was just so goddamn sad. I was just like, no, not the Scotsman. And his daughters are there crying for him, and it's just like, it's breaking my heart. It's breaking my heart. Oh my god. So then the daughters put the sword, this magic, I guess it's a magic sword too, the Scots magic sword. They put it in the ground, and the Scots the Scots ghost came back. Oh my god, we got the new ghost Nappa here, ladies and gentlemen. And he's like, yes, I'm back, bitches, and I'm at my prime. I was like, yay, the Scotsman, yay. Oh my god, I hope he's the one that goes to find Jack and get Jack's butt over here. Yes, yes. Don't fuck with the power of Celtic magic. Just don't. Celtic magic is the shit. Celtic magic can bring ghosts from disintegrated bodies. So that's some necromancy shit right there. Almost like necromancy type of shit. It's kind of scary if you think about it. And then I love what the daughters are like, what's the plan next, Dad? And the Scotsman said, we're gonna amass a bigger army, and we're going to find Jack and bring him back here, and we're going to kick that baby's ass. I was like, yeah. I love the Scotsman. This is like the best. The Scotsman's ghost is the best fucking character of this series. I am saying it right now. He is the best goddamn character of this series. He might be even better than Ghost Nappa, which, from Abridged. Then we have this scene with Ashi, and she's like conflicted over what's right and what's wrong, and we see like a vision of her mother's face come up and say to her, Ashi, why the fuck haven't you killed the samurai? Why aren't you killing the samurai right now? And Ashi says, Mother, I want to know what the truth is. The samurai saved me, and I just want to know what the truth is. And her mama wasn't having it. She was not having that shit at all. She said, you were always the weakest. You have failed, Ashi. May Aku curse you. I was just like, what a bitch. What a bitch. And then, like, Ashi, after that vision, like, she hears a splash, and she's worried that Jack abandoned her. No, Jack just got, like, a sea monster and, like, just popped out of the water or out of the ocean, and he's like, come on, man, let's go. I was like, damn, he's taming sea beasts now. Holy crap, and he's gonna ride a sea beast. That like, if I were Ashi, I would be like totally amazed. But she looks so sad, like, going on there, because she's still totally conflicted. Damn, the way that Jack controlled that sea monster. Ashi should have held on to him. She should have held on to Jack. It would have been so cute. But whatever. But like, when I think the best part was when they went up, and the sea monster like jumped up into the air and looked like a dragon. Oh, it was so cool. That was freaking awesome. But I love seeing the dolphins and stuff too. But that jump was just fucking cool, and how it twisted around and then just went back in the water. And then they get to this island, and or I should say, they get to land, and Jack says, "Thank you, my friend. I will not forget this." And the dragon just like blows a little snort. He does a little snort from his nostrils, and then he roars at Jack, and then just goes back into the water. Then Jack bid farewell to Ashi and just left after that, and I was like, no, don't do that. No. And then Jack is sitting by the fire, and he sees he's starting to hallucinate. And something that it's been really reminding me of, and I just realized this, is it's really making me a lot of Jack's psychological shit is really making me think of Guts from Berserk. And if you're watching the anime, that especially what he's like hallucinating, that's what it really is making me think of. I don't know if you nerdigans agree with me on that or not, but that's what it's making me think of anyway. And then Ashi comes up, and I was like, Ashi, yay! And Jack's like, what the fuck do you want? And she's like, I want the truth. And Jack's like, I already told you the truth, which is true. And she's like, show me. And Jack's like, no. And Ashi just goes into this, like, you basically have told me that everything I ever learned was a lie. Like, how can you not at least show me? And she calls him a coward for this shit as well. And Jack says to her basically, you're blinded by Aku's hate. You're not going to change. And she's like, what do you know about me? You don't know me. After, I love that it took Ashi calling Jack a lonely, soulless pig for him to say, okay, I'll show you. I was like, you go, Ashi. You tell him. You don't take no for an answer. And then Ashi's like, I want to know now. And Jack's like, no, it'll start in the morning. And then she goes up to this ledge, and she's laying down and staring at the stars. And she's like, Samurai, did Aku create the stars? And Jack's like, what? No. And he starts telling her the story that his mother told him a long time ago when he was young, about how the world was in darkness, and then there was the sun and the moon that flew on the phoenix. And I was just like, holy shit, this is just crazy. And what the sun and the moon did is basically shot arrows into the dark sky, and that created the stars. And I was just like, that is such a sweet little folklore. I like that. I like that little folklore. And I think Ashi did too. She was smiling anyway. So to show Ashi what Aku has done, Jack shows Ashi this beautiful tree, and Ashi's just like, a tree? And Jack, tells her this world used to be covered in trees as like a symbolism of nature's beauty and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh, and Ashi just like imagined all of these trees. It really kind of made me think of the Lorax just a little bit. I'm curious if you nerdigans thought of that too. And then he mentioned how Aku basically destroyed them all. Well, at least except for this one tree. Apparently, Aku left one tree left, this tree, because he wanted it to be a symbol of oppression and all this shit. And I'm like thinking to myself, well, if you leave one tree left, instead of destroying all the trees, and leave one tree left, especially a beautiful tree, I would think that's a symbolism of hope. So Aku, that was kind of stupid. That's just my opinion. Then then he says the tree is basically the truth. And then after that, they go to the city of Aku, which looks so dark and desolate. And he calls it like the portal to Aku's hate. And I was like, ooh, that's a good way of putting it. I was thinking he was going to say a portal to hell, but portal to Aku's hate works. Dude, Jack's fashion sense, man. I said portal, I meant gate to hell, or gate to hatred. But I fucking love it. I fucking love Jack's style all of a sudden. And the look on Ashi's face, she's just like, what the fuck are you wearing? But, dude, Jack, your fashion sense really goddamn sucks. So, like, we see this Russian alien come in, and this guy that's there, the guy that's working there says, here's your assigned place, and it's this beautiful little village, and you see all these kids playing, and you see the look on Ashi's face. She's just like, oh my god. Yeah, Aku is letting all these space criminals or whatever go to like all these, whatever is good and, whatever is like good and pure and innocent, as Jack mentioned earlier on. So it's, oh god, it's just, ugh. And the guy says it's currently occupied, and then the clerk is like, is that a problem? And there's like this creepy ass face smile to this guy's face. It's like, ugh, ugh. And then Jack says it's always the weak and innocents that are preyed upon. And then we see something similar, like to, in the beginning when he says the Haku has taken over the past, present, and future. And but he shows Ashi the catastrophe, destruction, and carnage. And oh my god, it is so powerful. Like I couldn't imagine still wanting to be a supporter of a coup if I saw that. Like, if they saw that, I wouldn't understand it. And then she says, I've seen enough. And Jack's like, do you believe now? And she's like, yes. What can we do? I was like, yay! Jack's waifu is on our side. I am so freaking happy. I'm telling you, they're gonna have kids. They're gonna have beautiful kids. I am shipping it like FedEx Express, FedEx overnight, fucking FedEx Saturday, Sunday delivery. And Ashi asks, as I said, Ashi asks Jack, what can we do? And Jack says, nothing. She's like, why? And, Jack mentions that there's just no way to defeat a coup. I think if he had the magic sword, it'd be a little bit different. But then we see, like, this blue person in the village, and he's, like, coughing, and he's like, at last, you've come back, Samurai Jack. And it's like, I'm slowly thinking that we're going to see more of that, and that's going to get Jack, more inspired to, kill a coup or try and kill a coup. And Ashi asked the guy what happened, and he said they took all the children and, pointed towards this factory. And it's just like, oh god, this is just really, really fucked up shit that's going on here. And of course, they turned all the kids fucking evil. I swear to God, I've seen this in a lot of manga lately too. So it's just like, God, what the fuck is with the experimentation? First it's Tokyo Ghoul / Tokyo Ghoul Re. Aono Exorcist just did it. Mentioned it recently. And freaking, what's the other one? Amagi Senbou no Boken. So it's just like, oh my god, so much fucking experimentation. Like, jeez. But like, they turn, like, using these frequencies to turn these kids into like freaking savages. And oh my god. Oh, it's really, really freaky and really disturbing. And then it was time to split up, which, is usually never a good idea. But I'm telling you, Ashi and Jack are like the best fucking team ever. I can't, oh man. I know the whole fandom is shipping them so hard right now. But Jack just got mauled by these freaking blue kids. And then Ashi, of course, got captured. She kept dodging. She dodged her best, but she just couldn't. She got caught. And then the warden came in or whatever, or the guy that's operating the shit, and he, like, oh god, he is so goddamn creepy. And he's like, oh, it's a pretty samurai sympathizer. That's what he was saying. And he was about to, and he's going to electrocute her. And I'm like, no, leave Ashi alone. She cannot die. These blue gremlins are something fierce, man. I wouldn't want to fuck with those blue gremlins. Nuh-uh. Maybe they're half Smurf, half Gremlin? I don't know. Dude, Ashi is fucking badass. I mean, like, she endured, I don't know how many fucking bolts of electricity, and she was able to get herself out of that little jam, or out of the restraints. And I think it was just her not only seeing Jack getting mauled by those kids, because Jack's not going to hurt them. Because, they're innocents. And just hearing what this asshole was saying about, experimenting on them and shit. Oh my god. Ashi is just fucking boss. She is a boss. Dude, I thought the guy was a robot. And when, like, Ashi beat the fuck out of him and, like, took off his mask, because we saw him plug in and recharge. And she punched his mask or / helmet off. And we saw he was human. I was like, ooh. Way to expose the evils of humanity, Samurai Jack. And Ashi is a badass bitch. As I said, she's a badass bitch. And that final pose she did, oh my god, that final pose was amazing. And then, oh my god, like, after, she kicked the guy's ass, and the blue kids were back to normal. Jack thought they were all dead, and he lost his fucking mind. And that ghost of his father in the armor and shit, came and says it's time, and Jack's like, yes, and I'm so curious what this means. Like, just revenge on a coup, which I hope that's what it is, or I hope it's not. It's not gonna be death. No fucking way. I hope we get to see the magic sword soon. We have to. But I love that now Ashi wants Jack so bad. She totally does. Oh my god. Anyway, let me know what you nerdigans thought of this episode. Are you guys shipping Ashi and Jack like a motherfucker? Are you shipping FedEx? And what do you think of what do you think is going to happen next week, especially with that ominous ghost horse? Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion, there's a few ways you can do that. You could donate to the Nerdigans Inc. PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. All those links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter. Follow my Twitch channel, friend me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below. And until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!